We're live. I don't know what kind of shit they sent over here. Some kind of raspberry tea or some bullshit. Tasted awful, bro. Oh. That reminds me. I think they've done that before. Owe me some money. I think North Korea's done that before, but I'm not 100% sure. Just got my money back for that drink. Just got $3.50 back for the drink. Thank you. Sent me something like raspberry tea or something. I mean, God, it tasted like shit. Who drinks that shit? It was not refreshing. It tasted awful. Just awful. Ugh. Fucking terrible. And the only thing I got here to drink now is fucking milk, bro. The whole reason I ordered that shit was so I could get a tea. And I said, I might as well eat. I get something to eat, I get a tea. They ain't even fucking send me no damn decent tea. Now I got some fucking milk. I don't want to go down to no fucking gas station at midnight. Fuck all that. So I'm just gonna drink some milk. I heard it does a body good. I heard. It is refreshing. It's refreshing. It is refreshing. Where's everybody at? Who's all these nerds? I was trying to finish that Trump interview.
First time where a president is running a vlog-style administration where, Rob, if you can play this clip, this is you were talking about building the wall, shutting down the government, and you put the camera on their face. I think you did this once also with Kissinger, which I don't know if that was a power play, intentional or not. I thought it was. Play this clip, Rob.
None of us have
You
said.
want to know something?
You said
Okay,
it.
you want to put that on
You
my
said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
absolutely.
fair enough.
And I am
Disagree.
proud, and I'll
We
tell you what,
disagree.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country. So I will take the mantle.
You can
I
pass
will
that,
be
bro.
the one.
You know what did this to
And by
me?
the way, how right was I? And now, and I had the strongest border we ever had, and I used soldiers from
right.
Mexico and every other thing. You got it for nothing, zero cost. I had the strongest border, but look at that guy. Look, they're all threats to our nation. He and his group, after I was gone, opened up the border, and our country has been poisoned. Okay, poisoned. We have killers, we have murderers, we have the drug lords, we have everything. We have terrorists at numbers. Do you know in 2019, a report was done that not one terrorist was allowed in. Now I think it's probably wrong because it's I want to take credit for it. It was my year.
Have you seen the terrorist stat?
Thousands.
Rob, pull up the clip with not this one, the other one, Rob, because you like good charts. I think you're gonna love this chart. So this is the chart. I don't know if you've seen this or not. So this is the terrorist attacks, deaths, and injuries based on different presidents being there. If you go to 2008 to 2016, that's the Barack Obama era. Look what he did. He produced more terrorist attacks during his era. 16, you get elected. Look what happens. Disappearance, right? So
I had none.
I understand. So but
It's hard to argue with facts, man. They got the facts on their side.
I like my chart the best.
Clinton Biden was a
I
guy
have a
was a
chart
mistake.
that I like better than any chart I've ever seen, better than any person
I'm
I've ever
glad you
seen.
were looking at the chart. I think a lot of people are happy you were looking at the chart.
No, I love these charts that you have.
No, I'm
And
talking
you're all
about the chart
social
you looked
media,
at
so
when
you
got
can't really
shot.
lie like
Well,
you used
I
to.
love that
It's
chart.
a bad time to be a
Yeah,
liberal.
Be here. We would not be having
Let's talk
this
a little bit of family.
interesting
Let's
chat.
talk a little bit of family with the last few minutes that we have. So, Barron Trump. I spent some time with Barron. He invited me. I came to Mar-a-Lago, sat down. I watched your
I
son
saw you.
for an hour and a half, 2 hours. How he was. I think is he March 20th? His birthday's in March. I remember it's March. He just turned 18. And I'm watching how he's talking to Kobe, all these other guys sitting at the table. And I'm like, very interesting. And I know your Melania, I think, called him Little Donald. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she gave that nickname to him.
He's not so little because he's a pretty tall guy.
But you used the word. You said something when you were being interviewed like 5 years ago. You said he's strong, he's vicious, he's tough. Like you kind of are like he's got that part about him. What can you tell us about Barron from your point of view?
Well, he's very smart. He's a good student and all that. He goes to a great school and does really well. And he's a very nice guy. You see that.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very he doesn't mind being alone, but he's somebody that gets along with people. He loved having you that night. I saw you. I was
19
at a different
days.
table. I said,
We gotta get that
"Look,
playlist
Barron, he's
done.
really having a
Face Smoking
good time."
playlist.
But you,
Time sensitive.
you're like a psychiatrist for a lot of people. I mean, this interview is down twice as long as it's supposed to be. And we talked about some really amazing things. We talked about Barron, of course. I gotta say, he said, Dad, you gotta do me one favor. What? You have to say hello to Patrick for me. I mean, it's cute, He's 18 years old, but he's like...
He's not an average 18-year-old.
No, he's very smart. He's very...
Is he good with the ladies in school?
Well,
Is he
I don't
NYU?
think, I'm not
Is he
sure.
there yet? Or?
I'm not sure he's there yet. No, I'm not sure.
Wow.
I don't think he's had a girlfriend yet.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. Every once in a while,
He's a good-looking guy. He's a good-looking
guy. Yeah.
He's got the swagger. He's a good troller. He's funny. He's witty. Last question for
And I
you.
have good kids. I mean, my kids are good.
Well, I mean, that's the one thing that your old best friend Hillary Clinton gave you credit if you remember that one time when she said, "What's the credit?" You said she's not she doesn't give up, and she said you've raised great kids.
Can you
Last
break
question.
down why Trump's
What
going to
you say
lose?
about this?
Can you make the case for Kamala? I don't believe you can, sir. I don't
I'm
believe you
in
can.
Northridge, California. It's probably 18 years ago. I'm at a restaurant called
That's
St.
wishful
John's,
thinking, brother.
And I'm meeting this Pastor Dudley Rutherford.
Kamala's
great guy.
probably going to lose. My
And,
prediction,
like, hey,
decisively.
relationship with father and son.
There ain't going to be no
Okay,
debating,
you see
rigged
about
election, or any of that
relationship
shit
with
this
father and
time.
son, what
It's
tips
going to
could
be
you
decisive.
And he says,
I mean,
a
she's
son and a father
she's
go through
bleeding
phases.
black votes.
Phase number one
As a liberal, bleeding black votes is not good. And she's bleeding black votes.
Phase 3, you humanize them. Okay?
Very interesting.
Losing Hispanics, losing blacks, losing whites. I mean, it's...
You know, idolize. Oh my God, I want to be like my dad when I grow up. You know what? You don't.
They did this to themselves. I don't feel sorry for them.
Man, I didn't know what he was going through, that kind of stuff. I should have never said this and that. I totally messed up, right? For you, there is one of the talks you're given, which, you know,
it's the truth. I mean,
earlier mentor mine told me, never show hurt, never show
what are you
pain,
talking about? Come on now.
Killer instinct, attack.
Try to make sense.
So it's like, yeah, you know, I'm a
they didn't send Barack Obama out because black people are voting for Kamala. Come on now.
60,000 insurance agents nationwide.
You can't have Barack out there lecturing black men that they need to vote for Kamala and then tell me that I'm delusional for saying she's bleeding black votes. That doesn't mean she's going to lose the entire black vote. Bleeding. She's losing slowly. More and more black voters are going, Now it remains to be seen. It's 100% fact Kamala is going to get less black votes than Biden. I think we could all see that. The question is, how much less will she have? How bad will the bleeding be? That is the only question at this point, and that's not a good question to be asking about the Democratic Party. As a Democratic voter, you can't be happy about these. This is what people are talking about. They shouldn't have to send Obama out to lecture black men. Democrats are supposed to have black voters in the bag. The problem, as I talked about in the stream earlier, is illegal aliens. Giving illegal aliens all this money and houses and all this shit is pissing black people off, because the Democratic Party has used black people for decades to win elections, and they promised them stuff and they've never delivered on it. And now black voters are able to see, wow, they can give people stuff when they want to. So when they want to do it, they can give you a house and money and food and everything. So why didn't do it for blacks who have been loyal to the Democratic Party for decades? If they lose this election, it ain't about the economy. It's about the goddamn border. The border. And I remember arguing with you retard liberals years ago, and I told you, this isn't sustainable. You can't just let people keep flooding over that border. And you went even further, like giving them all this stuff. I don't think it's so much letting them in the country that piss people off. It's the benefits you're giving them. It's all the stuff you're giving them. It's pissing people off, man. And they're still doing it. Like, it's just like, for example, Kamala's a terrible candidate. Like, right after the hurricanes, she comes out and tweets that she's sending money to Lebanon. One of the key things about being a politician is optics. You have to understand optics. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. She's bad at it. She is, goddamn, she's been given layups after layup, and she misses every shot. She goes on these shows, and people try to help her, and she just goes, whatever. Hey, you're going to do things differently than Biden, right? And she's like, no. How are you going to be different than Joe Biden? Well, I'm not Joe Biden. If this was Donald Trump answering these questions like that, you'd be clowning him. Do y'all realize you're fully exposed to a guy like me who, I know more than any of you motherfuckers. I'm just going to be real with you. You ain't seen the shit out. You ain't hyper-focused on this for 8 years. I used to do this for a living for 8 hours a day, get on here 10 hours a day, sit here and read these articles and watch videos and learn about all this stuff. So you don't know more than me about this shit. Humble yourselves, number one. I mean, what has gotten into some of you? You watch me, I don't watch you. What the fuck do you know? That's it. Y'all come in here and say the dumbest shit, like, keep believing that. Keep believing she's losing black votes. They just had Barack Obama walk out and lecture black men. You think they did that for no reason? It's fascinating. These guys that think they're so fucking smart. You're not smart. I'm not either. So please understand this. When a retard like me is making you look stupid, you're stupid. I don't think people get that about me. I'm dumb. I make a fool of you. Y'all need to learn to zip your mouths. Because when a retard like me is embarrassing you, Jesus Christ. Think about how dumb you look. Regurgitating leftist talking points does not work on me. Saying stupid shit don't work. Nobody can make the case for Kamala Harris. I promise you that. Without some nonsense about, what about dictator and Project 2025? It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Just out straight up lying. Just straight up fucking lying. It's always fucking, I mean, it's the most ridiculous lies too. The most ridiculous fucking lies. Y'all ain't even good at this shit no more. You was never that good at it, but man, you got real sloppy over the years. You guys, I just feel like you guys are beaten into submission. I mean, people are bringing up Russiagate. People are bringing up, dude earlier was talking about Stormy fucking Daniels. You got 19 days of this election. I'm gonna give you some advice. You better take it to the bank. You better get fucking serious, or you're gonna have President Donald Trump. I'm not delusional. I'm not in some Trump fucking cult. I didn't even support him in the primary. He's gonna win this election. Your candidate sucks. You got 19 days to lock the fuck in and turn this thing around. And you ain't gonna do it talking about fucking Stormy fucking Daniels. Get a fucking clue, brothers. You all look fucking stupid. You sound and look stupid. I get up every day and I'm like, God damn, this ain't even a challenge no more. You motherfuckers have been defeated. You ain't shit. Your talking points ain't shit. I'm laughing at my phone reading some of this shit I read every day now. They've got so sloppy and bad at this. Just like their candidate. It's funny how you mirror your candidate. You really do. You're just like her. A fucking goof. Of course she's going to win the black vote. The question is, how much is she going to win it? She will receive less black votes than Joe Biden. She will receive less than Hillary Clinton. She will receive less than Barack Obama. The Democrats are bleeding black votes, and they did it to themselves. Black people are catching on. They know what's coming. They're going to let all these illegals in, and they're going to replace the black vote with illegal votes. They're going to give all these people citizenship. And then these illegals are going to become the golden child of the Democratic Party. And you blacks are going to be put on the back of the bus where Democrats used to put you. And that's where they're going to put you again if you don't get serious and vote for Trump. I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Look, if she loses, they're gonna blame black men. They're already setting the ground. You know, they're building the bed for that. They're laying the groundwork to blame black men for this. They're gonna blame it on black men, and they're gonna get real vicious towards black men. Watch. And I welcome it, because all you're gonna do is expose yourself, and you're gonna drive black people away. So go ahead. You're gonna fuck around, lose the black women. You're gonna go so. That's my next prediction. It ain't going to happen this election, but they're going to become so unhinged. If Trump wins, they're going to blame black men. They're going to go off. And it's going to turn black women off. It's going to turn them off. They are going to not stop until they've lost every single voter in this fucking country and destroyed their party. One thing you'll learn about a leftist, and I've heard this my entire life. Even when I was a kid, I'd hear people say this. A leftist never stops. That's why they're called progressives now, because They believe in endless progress. It never ends. And so at a certain point on some things, you've reached as much progress as you can attain. There's no more to get. And as a liberal, they can't stop. So they have to keep trying to get more and trying to get more and taking a little more and taking more. And there's no progress. It's regress. Having an open border and 20 million illegal alien, a lot of them criminals from prisons and shit. I mean, you hear about the gang members took over three apartment complexes in Texas? I mean, this is what it has to take. Things have to get so bad. And they're getting bad. You got gangs taking over apartment complexes. Fucking Venezuelan gangs. You got 75% of a crime committed in New York was goddamn illegals. You think people are going to keep voting for that? See, some of you are hyper online, and I can tell because you say dumb shit. You say shit like, I'll say that, and you'll go, well, people are stupid, they love it. No, you're actually the stupid one. There is a limit. If you can't look at Anna Kasparian, if you want an example of this. She's a hardcore leftist. Look at her. She'll end up voting for Donald Trump because she's a woman and she realizes she's in danger. All these people they're letting in are dangerous to hot women like her. If you're a hot girl, you don't vote Trump, you're a fucking idiot. You're in serious danger walking around the streets. Serious fucking danger. There's enough creeps walking around. We don't need 20 million illegal aliens in here too. And you can live that fantasy that they're all good people. If they were good people, they would have came over the goddamn country legally. You realize that, right? You realize an actual good person would have done it the correct way. You realize when people break the law, they're usually bad people. Now, there are some bullshit laws, but when you break into a country, you're probably a bad guy, you know? I mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't break into a country. It's just fucking nuts. Think about this logic. If you'll break into a country, why wouldn't you break into somebody's house? You know what I mean? Like, you understand the balls it takes to illegally enter a country? To me, it takes some balls. Like, you got to be a fucking reckless criminal motherfucker that don't give a fuck. But see, a lot of these people, they're let out of these prisons. And no, I don't believe this because Trump told me, you fucking faggot. So they're let out of these prisons. And they're told, don't come back, or we'll fucking put a bullet in you. So, might as well go to America. They're sent to the border. Don't come back here. And they go to the border and come to America. Why do we want that? Why are we voting for that? Why are we debating whether or not we should have that? Anyone that wants to debate me that that's some type of thing we need in this country is a brain-dead retard. You shouldn't even have the right to vote. I mean, how dumb are you? This country is so free that you can vote to fuck yourself over. Like, you can literally vote to have yourself killed and shit. Like, this country's goofy. These people got freedom, they don't even value it. They got this amazing freedom. They sit around all day acting like they're so oppressed in America. Oh, they're so fucking oppressed. Oh, God. You can literally vote to destroy your own life. They were trying to... Kamala Harris in that Fox News interview, she's like, Trump talking about imprisoning people who talk shit about him. Now, he was president for 4 years and he didn't imprison none of you, and you was talking mad shit, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You probably deserve to be in prison, but not for talking shit. You probably done a lot of crimes and shit. You probably stole a lot of tax money. You probably fucked it. If we could really look into Kamala Harris' entire life and really look at what she's done as she's been in power, I bet there's some shit in there. I love everybody wants to talk about Trump, like, oh yeah, I'm sure Trump's done some shit too. But the fact that you all think these Democrats are squeaky clean disqualifies your opinion. I don't give a fuck what you have to say about Trump because you're telling me Obama's some innocent angel. You're telling me Biden's an innocent angel. Hillary Clinton, no. Hillary Clinton never hurt nobody. She never did nothing wrong. You have no credibility with me. Why would I listen to you about Trump? Why would I care what you have to say about Trump? You're just a Trump hater. If you're unwilling to give the same energy to the Democratic Party, then all you are is a fucking hating Trump. You're a Trump hater. You're a hater. You just hate him. He could cure cancer, and you'd fucking find a reason to bitch about that. Because you hate the guy. So I don't need to hear your lecture about how bad Trump is. How can you vote for a felon? We made up fake charges and charged him with them. And I'm supposed to be some retard that, you know, I'm sitting here the whole time, by the way. You know what I mean? This is how stupid you Democrats are. Like, we're all sitting here the whole time watching y'all come up with fake charges. All these fake trials, fake charges, fake bullshit. We're watching it in real time, watching it. It's obvious that you're doing it. And then you turn around and go, how can you vote for a felon? Well, I just watched you make him a felon. Like, you made him a felon. It wasn't like some impartial motherfucker did it. It was you. And this is clearly political. This is all political. So why would I fall for it? I mean, what am I, a retard? Just watch you do it. And then they're like, oh, you're they get mad at you for not falling for their bullshit. They get so bent out of shape about it. And somehow there's something wrong with you because you didn't fall for obvious bullshit. Why don't you get better at it? Why don't you get better at bullshitting people? You're terrible. It's really hard to do now because of the internet and because they lost control of X. So now they can't lie on Twitter all day. And nobody wants to sit on Facebook. And nobody wants to sit on these other apps. Threads fucking sucks. People sit on Twitter because it's the best app. It's the best social media app. So that's the one they go to. It's just like if you were going to have a voice conversation or something, you get Discord or whatever. Like, there's just certain apps you go to for that stuff. So you can make threads. And why would I go to threads? I'm already on X. Oh, we made our own version of X. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I mean, you listen to these people talk about Trump, I'm just like, what are you... I can tell all they do is watch cable news. I can tell if you watch cable news. I can talk to you for 10 minutes about Donald Trump, and I can tell whether or not you just watch cable news and you don't look at anything else. Guys, cable news ain't telling you the truth about nothing. So if you're watching that all day, you're going to have this stupid-ass opinion about stuff that isn't based in reality. Like, I'll say shit that to me is just duh, and they'll look at me like I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, yeah, Trump's got a great sense of humor. They're like, what? No, he's not. He gets so angry and has rage fits all the time. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. Watch a rally sometime. They're like 2 hours long. What the fuck are you talking about? Guy makes fun of himself all the time. I love how they pretend Donald Trump has thin skin. What the fuck are you talking about? Because he responds to him and talks shit back. So they can talk shit. But if you talk shit back, well, you got thin skin. No. Everyone's such a soft-ass pussy. They'll talk mad shit, but when you eviscerate them, they're like, oh, you're mean. What's gotten into you? I don't know, man. You've been calling me Hitler for a week. I don't know, man. You called me Hitler, said I raped my daughter, all these things they say about Trump, said my wife hates me, I raped her, raped my ex-wife, I did all these things. Why? Goddamn, why would he talk shit about you? Why would he retaliate and say, hey, go fuck yourself? I wonder. Oh, man, what a mystery. If you all had to deal with the level of scrutiny Donald Trump's under every day, you'd put a gun in your mouth. You couldn't handle it. I mean, they taking shots at him and shit. They trying to kill him. I love how I predicted all this stuff and people still want to argue with me. That's okay. Because this time's going to be different. Because here, about 2 years from now, I'm going to have some goddamn money this time. And I'm going to pay some motherfucker to go back to these streams right here and pull it all up and do a little compilation. So y'all can see I told you what was going to fucking happen. I told you, I predicted every little thing that's happening right now. I told you Biden would be bad. I told you we would be in very serious times, and you would lose probably to Trump. Because, of course, he's going to run again if he's healthy. I said if he's healthy, it'll be him. If it's not, it'll be somebody new. But things will be so serious and so bad in this country that people ain't going to play these games. I used to say it all the time. We're here. Congratulations, we're here. I knew we'd get here. Because a leftist never stops. They're going to keep going and going and going and making it worse and making it worse. It's never going to stop. That's how I know if Kamala wins, it'll get worse. So I can confidently say, yep, Kamala wins, it'll get worse. I have nothing to lose. If Kamala wins, things will get worse. I'll gain more credibility. If Trump wins, the price of things will go down. Things will get better in the country. I win either way. I gain something either way here. See, you don't have that. Because if Donald Trump wins, you know deep down in your soul, he'll be better than Biden. And I'll be right. And that's what kills you. You can't stand it. You can't fucking stand it. But I'll be right. And then you'll look dumb. Because there won't be no dictatorship. You won't be in a prison camp. And all this stupid shit you say. And I'm going to be here every day asking you why you're not in the concentration camp. What happened? I thought, aren't you supposed to be in a concentration camp? How are you here? Weren't you supposed to be in Guantanamo Bay? This election's not close. What is the evidence that this is a close election? The polls that are oversampled for Democrats that Kamala still loses in. Early voting, I'm glad you mentioned that. Clearly you're not paying attention. That's why I'm here, to enlighten you. Let me see if I got this bookmarked. Trump is telling people to vote early now. Trump has learned his lesson.
Single person who audibly, and should note, we did not find a single person who audibly would tell us that they voted for Kamala Harris. These were Trump supporters getting out to vote early in the all-important Mojave County. Take a listen to some of our conversations.
Well, the difference is going to be that everybody's coming out early, and everybody that we talked to has made a special effort this year to vote, and you can see it here in the parking lot. You know, this library's usually got 5 cars in it. There's a ton of cars in it now.
Said you voted early for the first time.
For the first time.
Why did you vote early this year?
Honestly, because Donald Trump told me to.
What a good answer.
He keeps saying it, and I've been thinking about it, and so here I am.
We went one man who did not vote in 20.
What's the temperature? Oh my God, 44 degrees. Oh my God, what is that shit you sent me painted on the wall? Look at this. Where do you live? Let me guess, you live in Illinois or some shit. Oh, Detroit. I think it says Detroit. If you live in Detroit, you voting for Kamala. If you're voting for a Democrat in Detroit, the people of Detroit ain't learned their lesson, huh? Democrats ain't fucked them enough, huh? They want a little bit more. But you see, Trump. Okay, so remember when during the debate that Trump said crime is up and they corrected him and said it's down? Well, the FBI had to come out and update their 2020 crime statistics, and crime is up.
Crime is actually coming down in this country. But
Excuse me, the FBI defrauded. They were defrauding statements. They didn't.
They said that crime was down 2.1% in 2022. They revised it. Crime was up 4.5%. And listen to this crazy. This is insane. Listen to this. The revised FBI crime data reveals that it had originally missed 1,699 murders in 2022. Everything is a lie. All this stuff is a lie, and it's all going to come out. You understand? That's another reason they don't want Trump to win. This is why I laugh at people like Faye Smokey when he will use these government statistics. He doesn't understand. They're lies. Well, you'll believe it under Trump. If it matches the reality around me, yes. But everyone can see crime is up all over the country. We see it in these cities. We see what's going on. Videos on the internet every day. There's news articles. We see it. We see the uptick of all these videos and all these news articles. They didn't just fucking drop out of thin air. Crime is up because they've let all these prisoners from other countries up. Fucking millions of them pour into the country. Wait till the terrorist attacks happen. And that's coming, by the way. Wait till that happens. Then maybe you motherfucker, and I'm going to give you all a hard time for it because it's your fucking fault. You motherfuckers need to be held accountable for what you voted for. The blood will be on your hands when one of these lunatics kills people in our country because you wanted to play political games with our fucking border because you're children. And you children, I'm telling you, you're going to get what you deserve. It's coming, boy. Because the blood's going to be on your hands. You're going to have to answer for all this shit. And people are going to be fucking pissed. When a terrorist attack happens in this country, people are not going to want to hear your fucking mouths anymore. My advice would be to shut the fuck up at that point. Don't talk. Don't open your fucking mouth and chime in and run your mouth about Palestine and all this shit. Just shut up and sit down somewhere. Because there's going to be a lot of angry motherfuckers in this country because you have left that border wide open. And we know for a fact that terrorists have came over that border. We know it. Remember the video of the guy saying, you'll know who I am soon? They looked him up. He was on the fucking terrorist watch list, walked right into our country. Do you think that these people aren't going to commit a terrorist attack in this country and kill Americans? You think it ain't coming? It is. This is why, get off the Kamala bandwagon. Get off of it. You don't want to be on their side, brother. You don't want to be associated with these people. They have done unspeakable things. They have done things. Some of these, maybe not the voters, but the politicians should be in prison. And I'll tell you what, I'd put some of you voters in goddamn prison too. You're lucky I don't run the country. You're lucky I don't run it. Because you voted for this. How are you not accountable? How are you not fucking accountable? You went out there and you thought you were so cute. Y'all was dancing in the street and shit. We couldn't even get an apology. Kamala, it was like, do you want to apologize for letting these people in our country? No. I feel sorry. She goes, I feel sorry for her, but, imagine if Trump went, but. They would say, but what? But what? Liberals would be on Twitter hyperventilating. But what? But what? Batista would be fucking losing his mind in the video. But what? But what? Who says that? Who says that? People are dead. He's like, but. I'm sorry. I've just seen too much. So you got to bullshit somebody else. I've seen too much of you. I've watched your behavior for 8 years. And I know how you react when it's Trump. And then I know how you react when it ain't Trump. So that's why I say stop trying to gaslight me. Stop. What are you even doing? I don't even understand it. Why you would try to gaslight a guy like me. It's like, can't you tell there are just some people that you just can't, you know what I mean? You You just can't. You can't do that to them. You have to, like, I used to tell Junie all the time. I used to say, humble yourself and realize who you're talking to. Stop talking to me like I'm some nitwit that don't know you're lying. Stop. And he would never stop. That's why I blocked his dumb ass. And then he blocked me. Like, what's that supposed to do? Fucking thirsty, man. I need some water. Don't have any, though. Come on, Marshall. Into the sanctuary, Marshall. Come on. Going outside. But don't mean you're going outside. Come on, then we'll go to bed. And we'll come in and finish the Trump podcast and go to bed. Come here. Hey, come on in. I don't know why you act like it's so bad in here. Hell, it's just the kitchen. There's a fucking futon. You was sitting on it the other day. Now it's like too good for you. Now you're like, nah. I gotta sit on the new couch. Batista's right though. I guess I'll just pay $4 eggs. Yeah. Batista's right. I'll just pay $4 eggs. $7 bacon. You know. Why not? Why not? Yeah, expensive this is. I understand how expensive this egg is. This fucking egg. Some people can't even afford this. I got 10% off of this egg, so that's the only reason I can afford it. I got 10% off. I got a grocery delivery coming in the morning too. I got a toaster coming. I got water. I got tea. I got a broom, a dustpan. I want some sinus medicine because my nose drives me nuts. I think I got something else too. I get free delivery and I get a discount through the app too. When they deliver my shit, I get the same discount. So it's literally the same price delivered as it would be if I went to the store and got it. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. That's a no-brainer. As long as you spend $35, which, I mean, what's that, 3 items now? If you go to the store, you know, you're probably gonna spend $35. I'm gonna go outside and smoke this blunt. Yeah, the economy's so great. These people are losers. You're like, how can I vote for Kamala? The economy sucks. And they're like, no, it doesn't. Jacob Larson would be funny on Twitter. He'd be like, oh, I guess $4 eggs is normal. And then I seen, what was Face Smokey talking about? Deflation. You know, I've heard something about this deflation. I ain't really looked into it, but that's kind of funny to me. It just sounds like some bullshit to me, you know? They're like, yeah, the prices can't go down. That would be bad. If we had that, that's called deflation. And that would be bad. So, wait a minute. If the prices went back to where they were 4 years ago, that's bad? That destroys our... What... Like maybe someone can explain it where it would make sense to me, but like, okay, the eggs used to be like $1 something, and now they have to stay $4 because if we get them back to $1 something, it'll destroy the country or something. It'll destroy our lives or what? You know, You guys always tell me rich people lie to us and we shouldn't trust them. I just kind of feel like you guys are. That kind of feels like some rich people bullshit that they told us just so they can keep charging us this shit. You know what I mean? Like, how about we go back to cheaper? You know, how about we demand it? Fuck that. What are they talking about? Well, according to some people, I've heard a lot of people saying this. If we bring the eggs back down to $1.80, the economy will collapse or something. I'm gonna have to look into deflation. I'm gonna have to watch a video on it, see if it makes sense. Like I can watch a video on it now, and also, I mean, if it makes sense, it makes sense. But if I'm sitting there going, that's the problem with liberals. Like, you'll tell them, you'll be like, okay, explain it to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Then they explain it, and you're like, yeah, man, I don't know. That makes no sense to me. I don't know, man. And they just act like, well, you're just too dumb to understand. Yeah, maybe you're too dumb to explain it. Maybe you're not the guy that needs to be even talking about that stuff because you can't even explain this shit. I already know I'm dumb. That's why I'm asking you to explain it to me. I'm dumb. I don't know nothing about it. That's why I'm asking you, so-called expert. But you can't explain it either. That's how I became more conservative. I started asking them questions, and they couldn't answer it. Like, they just attacked me and called me a racist, and I was like, all I did was ask you to explain what the fuck you're talking about, like, and that's how you react to it? Like, okay. That tells me that you're probably lying to me. It reminds me of my ex-wife when I would confront her and she would lie, keep lying, and she would get angry. And try to just get angry and play mental games and stuff. See, I've been married to somebody like that, and so I can pick that up in you guys when you do it to me on here. It's not hard. I'm a vet in that game. Just deal with it every day. Manipulation. I need that chair. God, it's cold as fuck. I'm gonna have to quit smoking, bro. Cause this having to go outside shit. I asked you motherfuckers, don't they sell some kind of tent I can put in one of these rooms and I can go inside of it and smoke in there and it'll collect the smoke. That doesn't exist, does it? Damn it. Too good to be true. It's enough milk. Oh my God. That's enough. How much is gas? I'm not sure. I don't drive a car, so I don't pay the gas price. I don't really look at it. Remind me tomorrow. I'll look whenever I go out. Yeah, I don't want my apartment smelling like that. It smells like caramel and vanilla right now. I don't want it to smell like Snoop Dogg. It's actually good. You gotta smoke outside. I've only smoked. This is the second one I've smoked all day. I think. Did I smoke before work? don't think so. Hey, what's that I keep hearing about the moon? What's this they keep saying they got a second moon and some shit? What is that all about? They do have ventilation in there, but they don't want you smoking in there. They told me when I got the place, it's like, we have people smoke here, but they smoke outside. And I'm like, all right, I guess. I fucking guess. What is that? Some DoorDash or something. I should have fucking. Lost my lighter. It's in my goddamn pocket. I swear I've checked that. Well, I felt on the outside of it and I didn't feel it. It's cold out this bitch. It ain't even that cold. 40 something degrees. What did I say it was? 44 degrees. Clear skies. There's always planes flying right over there in that same spot. Every night I see so many of them. I wonder where they're going. I feel like I'm flying low. Like, no planes fly higher than that. Oh. Ha ha ha. I got a bunch of shit to do tomorrow. I can get that bike back tomorrow. I'm gonna have to walk it down there, air it out, and then ride it over there. I can't get nobody to come over here with a truck or something. Yeah, I moved out of the house. In the morning, smoke, make breakfast. I got a toaster on the way in the morning. Some Instacart dude's gonna bring it to me. Cause I don't want to have to keep turning that oven on just to cook waffles. That's ridiculous. Got down in the 30s last night. I didn't even turn the heat on. I had like 2 blankets on me. I was warm in the bed. I woke up though, got out of bed. Like, holy shit. Turn that heat on. Sleeping in the cold room under the blankets. That's the best. Cause you don't be sweating down there. Look it. There comes another plane. Where'd they go? There's an airport nearby. I never heard of E-Town Airport. My dog barking. Are you in there fucking barking? Shut up. What the hell? My bad, I forgot I was on my other phone. I'm to the Wi-Fi, but over here I got like 1 bar of signal, which is weird. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. But I was like, well, I'll just use my cell data. And then I realized I'm not on that phone, I'm on the other one. Because this has more battery. Can anyone hear me? Is this working? Or do I need to get closer? Let me know. I guess you can if you can't hear me. There's another plane. I ain't seen 3 of them go by since I've been out here. And they're so low. Look at them. Look how low it is. Where's it at? Oh, right there. Don't it feel low? Maybe I'm tripping. I just realized, like, you can that it looks so weird through the camera, but when you look at it with your eyes, you can tell, like, oh, that's a plane. But if you had, like, a really shitty camera, you could be like, oh, that's a UFO. What is it? It's blinking. Don't it look weird as fuck on the camera? And I bet if you zoom in more to it, it's weirder. You can hear that some bitch too. See how low it is? It's crazy. It's not how loud that is. It's funny, you hear planes go by all the time, and then there's a train track nearby too. Yeah, see, there's another one, look. Another one right away. Nah, I don't know the name of it. It's good shit, though, that's all I know. Another one. Just keep coming, man. You'll hear it in a minute. Could you hear that other one? It's crazy. Planes are crazy if you think about it. That shit Elon did the other day was crazy. That's why I was tripping. Rooster was like, no, Elon ain't doing nothing for humanity. I'm like, man, come on, man. You see what he did the other day? And they act like Elon didn't do that. Well, it wasn't just Elon. It was a team of engineers that are paid by Elon. Without Elon, none of it would be happening. It's his money funding all of it. It cracked me up. Like, why does anybody need $1 billion? I literally, the day before I did that stream, I was talking about, like, well, Elon clearly needs $1 trillion. Like, he's trying to go to Mars and colonize Mars for the human race. And you got all these people that are like, and I'm not going to get on a rocket ship and go to Mars, you know? I don't want to do that, but I do want to see the humans go to Mars. I don't want to go myself personally, but I do want to see other people go who actually want to go, because that's cool. Like, I don't understand, like, why a lot of you have become so, like, obvious cool shit. You just gotta pretend it ain't cool because Elon supports Trump. This is gay, man. What he did with that rocket was crazy. I mean, he's literally working on a reusable rocket. Those are the first steps to making a spaceship that can, you know what I mean? Like, that you can keep using. You're in the infancy of it. You're seeing it. And I just pretending that guy, like, I'm supposed to pretend that guy's an idiot. And I'm playing that game with y'all. Elon Musk is not an idiot. I'm not. I'm a humble man when I need to be. Now, I'm not going to be humble in front of some retard fuck. But Elon is smarter than me, more successful than me. Who the fuck am I to be lecturing Elon? The things he's accomplishing, none of us will accomplish. So, I mean, what have you done with your life that you have room to say things about Elon Musk, who's created many successful businesses? He's the one that created PayPal. Elon has changed a lot of things. He's changed how you know, spend money online and trade money online and stuff, and made PayPal, and that gave way to so many other things. Because people, then they copy, you know. They see PayPal and they're like, oh, I'll make Cash App, and we'll make Venmo and all this other shit. And then he's making these, they're like, what's Elon done for the environment? I mean, don't you all say cars, gas cars put out, well, we know they put out pollution. We know that. And Elon, what do you feel about electric cars? They're obviously not putting out those fumes. I mean, so it's like liberals can't even keep up with their own rhetoric. That's all I'm asking you to do, by the way, is keep up with your own shit that you say. I'm not even asking you to agree with me, but you have to be consistent. So you can't be like, okay, all these cars and shit, we'd be better off if people started riding bikes and walking and stuff, because these cars pollute the air and the climate change. Electricity, so it's not putting out fumes. It's not putting all that out, all that exhaust. Oh no, fuck Elon, no. By the way, they all love Teslas. They were all driving them. They all thought they were so cool until Elon hurt their little feelings. And then suddenly Tesla became so gay, and it's all gay. And now Elon's an incel. Even though we've seen him bang a bunch of different hot chicks and he's got a shit ton of children. But somehow he's a fucking incel. They're like, he's giving off incel energy. He's literally not. He's literally not. He's rich. He's smart. He's successful. He's going to get pussy. I promise you. I promise you. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but Elon's going to get more pussy than you, okay? He is. He is. I don't think Elon thinks about pussy all day, though. I think he be thinking about rockets and going to Mars and shit. I honestly think Elon has sex because he feels a need to reproduce. Like, he's all into, like, science and shit. He's all into, like, he ain't fucking to fuck. He's fucking for children. That's why he's got so many. How many's he got? Oh, he's definitely got time for pussy. Hell, he's banging Amber Heard at one point. He's had a bunch of girlfriends. He's got a bunch of kids. Shit ton of kids. How many kids he got? Look it up. I can't look it up. He didn't denounce. I don't think he denounced the kid. I just think he said, you know, they took my son. He seemed pretty upset by it. Oh, he's 100% upset. Everything he's doing right now is about that. I hope y'all realize that. They took the man's son and fucked his son's head up. Elon's a very smart man. Look, Elon has obviously got some autism. All right, now people like that are extremely smart. They are just awkward, and people mistake that awkwardness for being stupid and retarded. Elon is incredibly smart. Now, that doesn't mean he is not going to be wrong. What it means is, if Elon decides to look into a topic, he's going to look into that topic, and he's going to study it, and he's going to find the answers, and that's what he's done with the transgender thing. And the transgender thing opened up a whole box for him where he started to realize it's the Democrats. Because once you see how evil this transgender stuff is, and then you see, well, who's pushing it? The Democrats. Why are they pushing this? And how can anyone be a good person that pushes this stuff? This is evil shit. It's some really evil shit. It's like medical experimentation on the mentally ill. It's pretty sick. And history will see it as that. So if you defend it, good for you, I guess. You can explain that to your grandchildren. While you're on the internet defending this shit. Daddy, we saw your video. Granddaddy, we saw your video. You didn't know what a woman was, Daddy. I mean, what a joke. You was off your rocker, mate. You didn't know what a woman was. You said a bloke in a dress was beautiful. You said Bruce Jenner was beautiful in a dress. You said you'd fuck Bruce Jenner in a dress. Just like they wanted to move on from COVID, eventually, and they've pretty much done it, but eventually they won't ever want to talk about this trans stuff again. And that's when I'm going to start talking about it every goddamn day again. Like, remember when you was all into that shit? Like, what was that? What was that? Like, we're supposed to be ashamed for shit. Like, the stuff that people want to shame me for, fuck these people. I'm shaming you for being a goddamn... You're into fucking, You said Bruce Jenner was beautiful, bro. You can't live that shit down, bro. Man, I was reading that. He said, don't you got caught in the... Oh, man. You should have kept him. What is he talking about? I'll throw hands with you. I'll throw hands with you. I won't. I'll have your ass put in jail, motherfucker. That's where you'll go. You're sitting in jail. You're sitting in the county jail, wondering what went wrong. It's 911. There's some maniac in my front yard fucking having a temper tantrum. I think he's on drugs. And you don't want me to come out with that knife, bag of change combo, clock you over the head, have to slice it open the chest, to slice it open the face. I'm going to go right for the face. I'm going to try to slice you right across the face with it. And that's really going to be something, boy. You're going to be like, oh. And then as you're like, oh, shit. A bag of change is going to come full force over the top of your skull and just bash you in the top of the head with full force. But we're not even getting to that point. You're going to the county jail. And I hope you show up on a Friday, because you're going to spend the whole weekend there, motherfucker. You're going to the county jail all weekend. We'll see you on Monday, son. The judge won't be back till Monday. Judge don't work weekends, brother. Sorry, you gotta go to jail. I lost it again. Here it is. He asked me he said, do you got cotton to pick? Or see, he said, don't you got cotton? I'm not even black. What are you talking? What a retard. Even if I was black, no, I don't. Slavery was abolished. And I don't know if you realize it or not. But the year is 2024. And they have machines for that. Do I sound like a machine? Machines pick cotton now. Not black people. And I'm not even black. Just more efficient. You know how much cotton a black person can pick versus a giant cotton harvester? You understand? And you probably get paid a lot of money to drive that harvester. A black man would love to have that job. Dare I say it could be one of those black jobs I keep hearing about. See, that's what they should have done. They should have built the cotton harvesters. And then they should have made, if you learned how to drive it, they give you $50 an hour. And then that's where you do your what is it called? DEI hire. And if you think about it, that's a proud moment for black people. If you become a black cotton harvester guy and you're making like 50 something, you got to make a lot of money probably to drive those machines, because it's probably complicated. I gotta get licensed shit. But imagine it. Your ancestors were slaves picking it up. Now you make insane amount of money. You're getting paid good money to drive a harvester around. Got air conditioning in it. I can't even see that plane. That shit's way up there. Here comes another one. I'm telling you, they come down this path all fucking night. I don't know what it is. Military, probably. Some type of drill shit that Fort Knox is doing. I mean, we're a decent distance from Fort Knox now. I mean, we're still pretty close to it, but damn. What is all this? It's actually probably some deliveries or some shit. cargo or some shit. Probably an airport around here somewhere. I don't know if Kamala's black, bro. Candace Owens apparently, like, apparently, I didn't look into this, but Candace Owens proved that the picture of her mother, so-called mother, was fake or some shit. I gotta get my other phone because this one's gonna die, so we're gonna have to start a new stream. So, y'all just gonna have to switch over to the new stream. This phone's at 1%. This other been charging for like 45 minutes. So it should be charged up good. Find me on the other one.